All right. Good morning. I gotta find my feed on here. Oh, hold on. Oh, Lord. Okay, wait. I don't want. All right, there we go. So I am live on TikTok. I am live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. Hola, people. I am cleaning up yet again. Hopefully, I'll actually get this room done this time. I only have about 40 minutes because we have a conference call at 11. So, how are you guys doing today? Wanted to come on just to chit chat. It's been a little minute since I've done like just a chat. And oh my God. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm a little crazy as crap, but I'm in Miami and it's cold. So my robe has to go on because this is not life. This is ridiculous. It's cold. So we're going to have a robe session because it's cold up in this piece. Probably should go get my jacket, but y'all be okay. I'm going to put a robe on today because it's not meant to be this cold in Miami. Why do I have a mask in my robe? I have no idea. Okay, so good morning. I am Shakia, the professor of Honestly Speaking, HS Ink 365, Soloholics Anonymous, 365 Creative Academy. Yes, all of those different places because they all serve different purposes. But if you don't know who I am, I'm pretty sure everyone who's on here now is probably someone who is family. Y'all been rocking with me for a while, unless you kind of come over from TikTok and wonder who's this crazy chick with the robe on. Well, I am Shakia, the professor, and we every day, pretty much weekly. Used to be every day. It's not every day anymore. I come on. I do live videos to help with learning silhouette studio, creative business tips, sublimation, print and cut, paper crafting, foam board work, vinyl, adhesive vinyl, HTV, starting a t-shirt business, starting a t-shirt line, starting a clothing line. Like I've helped people with this for 7 years now. 7 years I've been doing videos to help people in the creative space. So that's a little bit of who I am. Hello over on Tickety Talk Talk. All right. It's not cold. Try Chicago. No, thank you. I don't want to try Chicago for seven below. No. Okay, this little 40, 50, well, it's like 50 now, 60 now. This is cold to me. Okay. I was not built for Chicago, so I'm not trying to live that life. I dealt with it for 2.5 years when I was in Korea. Got cold, very, very cold. Walking to work with steel toe boots on and it's snowing or like really, really cold. Yeah, that was no fun. Being in Germany where it snows and walking and stepping and snow comes up to your calves. Oh, honey, I couldn't leave those places fast enough. Me and cold just don't work together. God knew what he was doing when he put me in the belly of somebody who lived in Florida. Because I'm built for that. Okay. Not built for it at all. Not built for it at all. So I'm very grateful that the Lord put me in the belly of someone who lived in a warm climate. Because who, Lord, them 2.5 years between Korea and Germany. Oh, Jesus. See, I also went to the Air Force because their basic training is in Texas. Didn't get that call in Texas either. Folks go to basic training for like the Army and all those other ones. They be in places where it's cold. See, basic training for Air Force is in Texas. It's warm. But I got time for that. So yeah. Actually, no, I really don't go live as often anymore. She said now it's only 6 days instead of every day. But no, to be honest, I really don't go live as much as I used to. I don't go. I got it down to about 3 now. Every once in a while, y'all will see me, but yeah. My goal really is to only go live once a week and just to teach. So I got to find those who are able to attend daytime classes because I want to teach classes in the daytime. But normally daytime classes only like a few people in those. But I'm trying to work on building that audience where I have people who can attend classes in the daytime. All right, let me get to getting, because I'll sit here and I'll talk, but then I won't actually clean anything, and that ain't gonna do me no good. All right. I was cleaning up and I was like, ooh, the puzzle I did months ago, still in the plastic. Lilo and Stitch. This needs to go over here. The thing that drives me crazy the most in my office, and I tried to throw them away. However, that husband of mine refused to let me throw them away. These are perfectly good cartridges. Why are you trying to? Because they're in my way. They're getting on my last nerve. I'm tired of seeing them. So they need to go somewhere. But the amount of cartridges that I have from testing is ridiculous. And this is only part of it. I got way more than this. I have a problem when it comes to testing inks. I test every batch that we get, and I always put it in a new cartridge. So that's kind of... Oh, it didn't waste out. So part of this is the fact that I test everything, and I have nowhere to put these things. And obviously, my husband refuses to let me throw them away. I probably should throw them away now while he's not home. That's probably what I should do. All right, so we're just hanging out, chit-chatting. If you guys have any questions for me, whether it is creative business related, silhouette related, print and cut, paper crafting, adhesive vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, foam board, sublimation, what else do I do? Some of everything. Feel free to go ahead and post your questions. You guys have about 40 minutes to pick my brain, or just chat with me. Like, don't sit here and just stare at me. If you are able to type in, just, drop a line. Tell me how your day going. Did you have a crazy experience with the customer? Hang out with your girl for about 45 minutes to an hour until we have this meeting at 11 o'clock. And yeah. Hello over on TikTok. I trying to get used to doing lives over here as well. So hi, welcome, show support, hit the screen, tap the like, or tap the screen to drop some likes, share it out, and yeah. I know, right? I'm live talking about something. I'm going to throw them out. Exactly. Oh, that's a good one. How did you come up with your branding colors? So, oh, wait a minute. Go back up. Didn't mean to tap it again. So, for honestly speaking, the main part in that is the ink of Speak Ink. So of course, I just wanted to go with traditional ink colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. So that's where that came from. She says, my robe is naked. Where is my logo? Well, this is for personal, so I cannot. I mean, if I'm here, which, oh, this is another thing I want to talk about, because I did this shirt. People always ask about positioning and stuff, and so they'll say like 3 fingers down, right? Oh, what happened? So this is like actually 4 for me, and I hate the placement of this. This is why I always say I go off of, look, see, when I say your armpits is the center of your chest, that's what I mean. See, the armpits on any shirt is where center of chest is. That's why I like to kind of center on that. I'm gonna tell you, I cannot stand this placement. I feel like it is about, feel like my name is about to choke me. So I don't like that. I feel like they should be down here. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say I don't really go by this. This is dumb to me sometimes. Like the more and more I do it, like if it's a really long design, it's different. But if it's something that's meant to be a chest design, it needs to come down on the chest. This up here for people who are well endowed, honey, is just sitting on the top, and that's just not cute. So I like to actually have it like if it can be here, which is center of chest. That's why, that's what I mean. People always ask like, what do you mean by center of chest? Or why do you go by the armpits? Because that's what that is. Right there. All right. So honestly speaking, that was really easy to come up with because it is cyan, magenta, yellow, black, which are ink colors. I don't know what's going on over here on Facebook, but that's where those came from. As far as Silaholics Anonymous and now rebranded as 365 Creative Academy, those are actually my favorite colors, but they do have meaning to them. But originally I've had those colors from Elite Prints and Creations. Like that was my business where I do like custom stuff. And when I did that one, they work well together. They are my favorite colors. A lot of people say, oh, we'll pick colors that mean this and they have meaning. Man, look here. You can make your brand whatever you want. It can be whatever color you want. They always say it speaks to certain people. FedEx got like 30,000 different colors, one for each of the different branches. So you have one for ground, one for home, one for freight. Like, to me, it means nothing. I mean, I know they say so you're supposed to have all these colors, but I go with what I like. And as long as they match and they don't look crazy, that's kind of where I am. It's for me personally. It's about how you brand. Once, and it's like if you have a certain message, maybe you want to have certain colors. Like for HS Ink designs, our original like logo for that, it's still HS Ink, right? Like it's just like this. Like when we have HS Ink designs, it's pretty much HS and then it's ink. But for me, that particular logo has red, greens, yellows, and blacks because those really are kind of like signature colors. You know what? Let me stop. I'm gonna hold my hand in my pocket. I'm not gonna get nothing clean. Those are like signature colors for my culture, you know, like with African Americans and stuff like that. So a lot of the messages I wanted to put on shirts were for my culture, my community. So HS Ink Designs has that red, green, yellow, and black. Like that's like the main colors for it. I can always switch it up and change it up because I've done like on the blueprint shirt, it's blue. So I can always change and switch that up. But the core colors are that because it is meant to match the first thing that was a part of that line, which is my Black Pledge. And those are the colors from it. So that became the signature colors for HS Ink Designs. HS Ink Digital, and they all say HS Ink. And I guess I did change the colors up. Each one of them represents something different. HS Ink Prints is actually going to be back to my signature colors, teal, purple, black, and blue, because I just love those colors. And HS Ink Prints, HS Ink Digital is like red, blues, forget the other colors. But they all say HS Ink, but they all have different colors. Because they all are different. Like, it's because that's where our LLC is, but they all represent different things. And most people are like, well, why didn't you just do that for all of them? Because I want people to know, although it's HS Ink, they are different entities. She says, Exactly. I never understood that either. Started using the armpit a while ago. Yeah. Your logo is simple, black and white, boring, couldn't commit to a color. You really don't. Okay, so it's your the colors of your logo is not about your logo being a different color. Because when I design logos, I design them in black and white. If you don't love your logo in black and white, you don't really like it. You like all of the glitz and glam of it. You don't really like your logo. Your logo should be versatile to where you can change it. See, look, I made ours pink. So I can change this to be whatever I want. Your colors represent your brand. It represents your business. It doesn't represent just the logo. Your business as a whole. What do you want that to evoke? What do you want people to feel when they see just anything from your brand? Your brand colors, like your logo can be, like I look at, who was that? Fenty. It's in black on their website. But it is like all of the other stuff around it are the brand colors. So you don't really necessarily design a color for your logo. You design colors for your brand. She says, I work at a library. I have a crazy day every day. Let's see over here. Let me see. I forgot I can't scroll like that. Heading to Chicago this morning, not by choice, but I live in Indiana, so that's what it is. Oh, there's my husband. Are you going to sell Eco-Solvent inks? Ooh. So I've actually had Eco-Solvent inks for a while, right? And oh my God, I was just telling someone this. So I've had Eco-Solvent inks for a while. I got them from my vendor and I put them in my Epson, like an old Epson 7720 I had. I figured, okay, well, it's broken, it's messed up, so I might as well use it in this one before I get rid of it, right? The colors were absolutely horrible in the 7720. But when I got them, I was like, how in the hell is this going to work? Because they look like dye inks. Look. Another set of cartridges. So I was like, they look like dye inks. Like, this looks crazy. Like, and then I hated the output of the colors. I didn't care for them. So I wrote off Eco-Solvent. I went and got me a Roland. And I don't know what, and I guess because I was not into eco tanks. Y'all know your girl don't do eco tanks. I love my workforces, right? So because I wasn't really into eco tanks, once I found out about Pigment Ink, you couldn't get me to look at a printer that was not, I'm looking for my roll of summation paper because that's what this goes to. And I have no idea where my roll of summation paper went. So if it wasn't, no, it doesn't go on this one. Oh, hold on, y'all. Oh, okay, I see it. Never mind. I see which one it came off of. All right. So if it wasn't a Pigment Ink printer, I wanted no parts of it. I wanted no dealings with any printer that wasn't Pigment Ink. So I never dealt with like eco tank printers. So, but I said, I'm like, dang it, this looks like dye, like eco tank printers. And it wasn't until it clicked for me when I saw someone else, I was like, oh yeah, it would be great for that. So I have a 2803. I still have the Eco-Solvent ink that my vendor sent to me. Well, my distributor, our factory overseas that they sent. So I'm going to put it in my other 2803 and test it out. And if I like it, then I will. Because I have the Roland, people ask me, will I sell inks for the Roland and the refillable cartridges? Well, I won't be able to do that until the warranty is up on my Roland, because I don't sell anything, obviously. Oh, wait, look, here's another one. I don't sell anything I can't test. Straight up, I don't sell anything I cannot test. So if I cannot test the ink on the roll-in to see the output of it, I'm not going to just get it. So Eco-Solvent ink for the roll-in, it'll probably be a year before I can even look into that, because I'm not going to mess up the warranty on that particular printer. So once that warranty is over with, then I can put a third party on there, but I won't do that. And then like for the Epson ones, the small ones, I don't care about those. So I'm going to put the Eco-Solvent ink, and I almost gave it away. And I knew it was something. Every time I was supposed to give it away to someone, I would forget. And now I know why, because I just wasn't in the right state of mind to think to put it in the right printer. So the goal is to sell it. Am I familiar with shortcuts a lot? I invited my girlfriend to join. She wanted to do rhinestones and is on the fence on which I were to get. So I've never used rhinestones for shortcuts a lot. I used shortcuts a lot back in the day when I had a Cricut, and that was before Provo Craft sued. Shortcuts a lot make the cut, and you can use their software and cut from the Cricut. So I used to use it back then, but I don't use it anymore. So I don't have like hands-on, like right now. I do have shortcuts a lot for my, who do people call them? I have a US cutter, a contour cut, and I have shortcuts a lot for that, but I don't design in it. I design in Silhouette Studio, save it as an SVG, open it up over there so I can cut on that machine, but I don't design in shortcuts a lot, but I do have it. All right, so everybody else over here was just saying good morning. All right, good morning to you guys as well. Let's see, back over here. No questions on TikTok yet. Y'all are more than welcome to ask me questions. Let's see. I was just getting ready to, ask your opinion on Eco-Solvent inks. So okay, now it's getting hot because I'm moving around too much. When I did it on my 7720, it doesn't work for adhesive vinyl, because I realized with the roll-in, it actually needs heat because it heats up. So for the adhesive vinyl, it actually needs that heat. Now for shirts, for the printable vinyl for shirts, it doesn't necessarily need that. So a lot of people will use it, and I've only seen them use it for shirts, not for not adhesive vinyl. And that's what I really wanted mine for. I didn't really want to get my Eco-Solvent to do prints, like printable HTV, because I had no issue with using Jet Pro 3G. So it's never on my mind for that. I wanted it to be able to do full color stickers. And you can't do that with, well, at least when I tried it on the 7720, oh, that sucker bled like crazy. So it would never work for me for that. But for shirts, I've seen a lot of people use it, and I actually use it on the one for shirts, and it works, but not for adhesive vinyl. So I do like it because I do have a roll-in. I mean, I think it's great. I don't really, to me, it's no different in getting the color print versus Jet Pro 3G. The only difference is it's easier to mask with the color print. That's the only like major difference, like in my opinion, is the fact that it has a mask. That's it. Oh, tips on making a catchy TikTok. I'm not your girl. I struggle with TikTok. I'm new over there because somebody is a bully and told me I had to be on TikTok. I'm just playing. I love her so much. She's not a bully. She probably laughed. I was like, no, she ain't calling me no bully. But she was like, Shakir, you got to get on TikTok. So I am like working it out. But yeah, I'm not really well versed in the world of TikTok. Yeah. Hello, I am doing great. Hello, Extreme Graphics. Napoleon apart. Wait, Oh, Napoleon, who child? Bonaparte. Okay, I had to figure that out. I'm doing well. How do I avoid the white spots when sublimating? What kind of white spots? Do you mean pinwheels? Like when you're printing and you're getting like little dots like that? That's pinwheels, if that's what you're referring to. Hello, Peter. Goodbye, Peter. Let's see. I'm sorry. I just yelled. Okay, my microphone is not too high. Let's see. You know what? I completely forgot that I am on Shaquilaville. So if you are watching me on my main profile, Shaquilaville Pericles, I can't see your comments. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see your comments because it doesn't allow me to see comments on there. So I streamed it on there, but I can't see comments. So if you're watching on Shaquilaville Pericles, go to one of my YouTube channels because I can't see your comments. But I can see it from Shaquilaville though, because that's the Facebook that's open here. Let's see. I get white lines. I have an Epson work for 7710. Okay, there's different types of lines. Some people will say lines and you're not really getting lines and you're not going to get the help that you actually need because you're asking the wrong questions. So if it's the little pinwheels, it is because you are using a paper like ours that it's not meant to hold a lot of ink because it's going to release that ink. So it's not meant, you don't have to use premium matte. So usually if you're getting those lines, it's because you are using premium matte on a paper that does not require you to use premium matte because it's not going to be able to hold it. So as you're going through the rollers, because the ink is not dry, it is picking up that ink onto the rollers and leaving that void on your summation paper. So that's one reason why you're getting the pinwheels. The way to fix that is to stop following those foolish instructions on that picture that goes around social media, that little blue picture that says premium matte, all that stuff. Stop using it. You don't need premium matte. Click on the link in my description. If you're on TikTok, click on the link in the bio. It's going to take you to my link tree. And then you scroll down to Summation Setup. And I have a video that goes over print settings. It's perfect. This was printed. My camera here, it sucks. Trust me, this is a lot brighter than, actually, no, this one is in, because for tumblers, I actually do, for certain colors, I do use premium matte. But like with this one, here we go. This is plain paper. Oh, wait, let me see. TikTok, y'all get to see it a little bit better. Because on what's name, this tumbler looks horrible. On TikTok, y'all see it looks good, right? That's plain paper setting. Mugs have a different coating. So it's going to always look different than a tumbler. This is plain paper setting. I don't use premium matte at all. So first step to get rid of the pinwheels is to change it to premium. To set your setting to plain paper high or plain paper quality. Check out my video. Big boy. Thank you for the rose, big boy. All right. Yes, I have access to my email. Oh, can't wait. If you say it's good, my husband will let me get it. I just started using my Eco-Tank 15,000. I love it. I want to start learning stickers, thank you cards. I got some of your Pigment Ink. What's a good printer for it? Thank you, big boy. What's a good printer for Pigment Ink? So unfortunately, I'm looking for something. A lot of like the printers that were great for Pigment Inks, they aren't sold anymore, which was the Epson 7710, the Epson 7720, and like all of that series. So now you have the 7820, 7840, 7310. So I'm not going to say that they're not good printers. It's just that some people just don't like that you have to change out the chips. I use my Epson 7710, my 7720 for 2, because I actually started with the 76 series. So I never put refillables in my 76 series. It wasn't until I got like the 77, probably my second 7720, that I started using the refillable cartridges. So for me, in my mindset, I don't have an issue with having to buy the chips for the 7820 and the 7840, because I was doing that and I was still making money. And I was doing, y'all see the big old cutouts and stuff I was doing. I was doing all of my printing cuts buying Epson ink. Like, I have a bag that I still haven't recycled of Epson ink. So I was spending so much money on those. And so it doesn't bother me. A lot of people now, like, oh my God, you gotta buy chips. Like, I want to just be able to reset it. It never bothered me. So the 7820, 7840, they are really great printers. They are a Pigment Ink printer. You can use our Pigment Ink in it. You can use our 7820 cartridges, which is the 812s. You just have to keep changing the chip on it. So it's this one. And then you just have to take the clip off and then put a new clip on. Of course, that matches yours, because it does say, like, there's a specific chip for each color. It'll say it in the corner what chip it is. But you just change this out, like, just, and you still leave this filled with ink. So the 7820, 7840, 7310 are good printers. And then if you don't want to deal with them, you can go with the Eco Tanks. It's the 16600, 16650. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of Eco Tanks, because if something goes wrong with them, it's a lot harder to fix. It's really easy to fix workforce printers. So I'm not a big fan of Eco Tanks. So, but any of those, 16650, 16600, any of the new 78 series are going to be great for Pigment Inks, where you're going to get the right colors. Can you put Pigment Inks in other printers, like other Epson printers? Yes, but your color's going to be off. But Canon now has an Eco Tank printer that has Pigment Ink also. I think it only, like, well, the one that I saw, I don't remember if it was a wide format, but Canon has one, and I want to get it. Don't tell even. How do I recommend sublimating on dark shirts? You don't sublimate on dark shirts at all. You can sublimate on a transfer, and you can put a design on a dark shirt, but you cannot sublimate a dark shirt. Even once, like, if you get a blended one and you bleach it, you're not sublimating that dark area. So I don't recommend sublimating to a dark shirt at all. You can either bleach it and you'll have just that big blob in the middle, and put your design on what is now white or tannish color, or you sublimate to glitter heat transfer vinyl, glow in the dark heat transfer vinyl, anything other than Caesar. I love Caesar. Don't get me wrong. I use Caesar's glitter. Caesar's glow in the dark, no bueno. Not good for sublimation. I normally use, I have ones now from Amazon. Don't ask me which ones. I literally ordered a load of it. I don't remember which one is which. I'm not even going to tell a lie. I don't remember which one is which. So you cannot sublimate too dark. Put it on the transfer. Forever 202, all that kind of good jazz. This is regular HTV. So this is layered glitter. This is not sublimation at all. These are all actual. This is black glitter, silver glitter, all Caesar. This is, of course, the blue, the pink, and the yellow. So this is all layered glitter, and all of it is layered on top of the silver. Yes, you can layer. I ain't washed it. Even has washed this plenty of times, and it hasn't come off. As I wipe and feel like something's coming off. I'm using an Epson 8020. I have no idea what that is. I don't think I've ever heard of that printer. I have to look it up. But you cannot sublimate to black. Hello, my son just got me an order for a sublimated hoodie. Help! Where should I start? Never did it. Like all over, just a print in the middle. What all do you have to do for the hoodie? What is the difference between Summation Ink versus Pigment Ink? Summation Ink allows you to press to designs like this. Like if it's a sublimation ready substrate, you're able to press to it. You'll never feel the difference. Pigment ink is regular everyday ink. It's just everyday ink. Like this technically is like what you would print with pigment ink, like just printing out a brochure, printing out a fan, printing out stickers. It's just everyday ink. The difference between pigment and dye ink is pigment ink is waterproof. If you wet it, it will never run. When you print with dye ink, if it gets wet, it runs. So pigment, dye, same type of deal, regular everyday ink. But Summation is nothing like it because Summation allows you to press directly to a polymer or polyester substrate. A picture of a guy with a Scarface design. So it's just something in the middle. You're just going to press it. So are you saying you need help with designing it? Because if it's just something in the middle, you're not doing all over. You just design it and press it. Yeah, just design it and press it. Just like a shirt. All right, let me see real quick what you sent. How about the Niners? I'm actually going to make your shirt this week. Looking at your box for taking pictures, would purchase a class on taking pictures using mock-ups and looking at your box for taking pics, would purchase a class on taking pictures using mock-ups. And oh yeah, I mean, I don't know when I'll be able to do. I did that with my creative business students. We went over using that. I don't know when I'll be able to schedule just like an a la carte class for it. But yeah, I actually just did that 2 weeks ago with my creative business students. I got all my stuff from you, and I'm having so much fun learning from you and submitting. Yay, Dorita! That is exciting. Is there a difference? Oh, okay, so there we go. Thank you for answering. I brought both regular summation paper and the tacky paper, not knowing the difference, and to test both out. Is there any difference? Yes, technically there is. As far as quality, no. I'm trying to figure out what is this. Class, YouTube, moderator, creator, crew, master. I told y'all when I have ideas, I go to writing everywhere. And this was the information for our brand ambassadors. I was just sitting here writing stuff down. So I can't throw this away because these were my initial notes because we're about to release for brand ambassadors. So, and affiliates. All right. All of my Hershey stuff is underneath my desk, and this is not cute. I'm too grown for this. All right, let's see. Where are we at? I'm going to answer yours about tacky. Hold on. Let's see. She says, I'm not a 49ers fan, but I'm definitely not pulling for those Packers. Wow, you don't like discount double check? She says, we're still accepting applications. AJ, goodbye, ma'am. All right. So that was that on that one. Okay. So are you okay? So for, I can't think. Now I see what people do with Shakir the Professor. I can't tell if it's like 3 names or one. Somebody Creations. Let me see if I can see that. I can't tell if that's like a couple names or one, but Akin Creations. It looks like it's supposed to be Akin Lotta Creations or Aiken, Lotta, and Creations. I can't tell what it's supposed to be because it's all together. Now I see what people mean when they look at Shakir the Professor and they're trying to figure it out. It's not until you actually go and look at someone else's name on TikTok and you're like, what the heck is that? So now I see why people hesitate on mine. But I thought it was easy. Shakir the Professor. Are you using Honestly Speaking summation paper or a different brand of summation paper? She says the colors do show brighter on TikTok. Baby, that's that Samsung. Y'all know that I love my Samsung. Okay, so I'm trying. Y'all sorry y'all look at the top of my head because I'm trying to clean underneath my desk here. Y'all know I love my Samsung. Okay, so difference in tacky paper. Ooh, look at God. Let me tell you, look how good he worked. Ah. So as far as color, they produce the same type of quality, right? Tacky paper is made for textiles, and I use it for glitter cardstock and glitter HTV too sometimes, but you don't have to. Fast dry is your everyday paper. It's not going to stick to anything. It's what you use to do all of your hard substrates. Tacky paper does have an adhesive on it that is activated once you apply heat, right? And so it's going to stick to it. If you put that on a hard surface, once that adhesive, it's going to, with these, you can see everything, every imperfection on a hard substrate, you can see it. So you're going to see where that adhesive is, and it's going to leave little marks. So you don't want to use it on hard substrates. As far as shirts, it's multi-purpose. So you can use fast dry on shirts. That's when people tape it down, all that kind of good jazz. Well, the tacky paper is meant to stick to fabrics and textiles. So when I'm doing graduation stoles, I'm able to use tacky paper to press it in sections so that it doesn't move. Once I press the one section, it stays. So as I move it, it's not like the top part won't move and shift and I won't get ghosting. So I press it, I'm able to move it, press it again if I need to, because it sticks to it. For regular shirts, people like the tacky paper, if they have a heat press where they're putting way too much pressure, and let's say when you pop it up, you're getting a lot of ghosting and stuff. Once it moves, for one, our paper don't really do that anyway, but it will stick to the shirt. So that way, if you have an auto press or you have too much pressure and it pops up, it won't shift and cause ghosting. But yeah, but on the shirt wise, tacky and fast dry are going to give you the same results. You print them pretty much the exact same way. Hey, Damon, thank you for sharing. Although this video is not staying up, but thank you for sharing. Let's see. Okay, so which printer are you using? I've never really had anyone where it gets like stuck. So, what printer are you using? Just wanted to say good morning to you and everyone. Have a blessed day. Be more profitable today than yesterday. Exactly. That's the goal always. Hopefully they meet the Chiefs and we'll put them in their place. Ooh, them fighting words. Also looking at your shirt, I think I'm gonna need to make a glitter sub shirt for my Niners on Sunday. Can't remember, sub to glitter, then press the shirt all the way around. It doesn't really matter. You can do both. So if it's something that is loose, you're gonna press it to the shirt first and then put your sub print on top, because you're gonna need to keep your letters in place. If not, it's gonna be very hard to match it up. So if it's loose letters, I normally press it and then put it. Something like this, I could have made a glitter patch where because this whole thing is solid, I can take this off, sub it, and then put it to the shirt. But you really can just put it on the shirt and then sub it. It just really depends on what you're doing. Like if I'm doing something to a colored polyester shirt, I don't do loose letters. I have to do it where it's solid, and I make the glitter patch first, and then I press it so that I can press it at a lower temperature so that it doesn't bleed through the vinyl. Oh, a 15,000. So that's a rear feed. I don't know. I don't really, I mean, even on my 2720, I don't have issues with it jamming. I don't have issues. Is there anyone that has honestly speaking paper and that has a 15,000? Do you have issues with jamming? Because I don't have a 15,000. But with my regular Eco tank, I use it. I've never had jamming on that one at all. The 7720 acts crazy sometimes if it wants to pick up more than one paper, but I really have never. Do you have your settings set to thick paper and envelope? I don't even know if the 15,000 has that option, but like on all of mine, I have it set to thick paper and envelope. So because it's a thicker paper. Ghosting is, I can show you what ghosting is because it happened to this one because I had the pressure wrong. So ghosting is when your picture moves and you see how it looks like a shadow. And I'll show you guys. Although, yeah, over here, this camera sucks. But there and then down there, yeah, y'all suck. So over here, you can kind of see it better. Wait, which way we go? There we go. See how it shifted? That's because it moved. And with sublimation, as long as heat is being applied, it's going to go through the sublimation process, it's going to gas out. All right, so I have about like 10 minutes left because we have a meeting at 11. I brought 2 rolls, one regular and the other tacky, and now I'm looking at them wondering which one's which. Well, we don't sell a regular roll. We only sell tacky. So if you purchase them from us, they're both tacky. Now, if you purchase them from different people, all you can do is like take one and take a little piece, put it under your heat press. Well, pre-press the garment, put it under the heat press, press it, whichever one sticks, mark inside of your roll and put tacky. And then on the other one, just put fast dry. But we only sell tacky. So if you got both from us, they're both tacky. David, it will jam if your ends are curled, but other than that, no. So how do you store your paper? How do you store your paper? She said if your ends are curled, and see, mine doesn't jam. Even if they're curled, it doesn't jam. Another reason why I like workforce printers. Yes. What Summation Ink do I have for honestly speaking, Sublimation Ink? That's all we use over here. So we have our own brand of ink. And on our site, it will be the one. Look, if you just click under EcoTank. So Epson changes their names. Okay, y'all, I gotta clean up. Let me stop. See, that's the one thing I can't. And even always says, why do you try and clean up while you're on live? You never get any work done. Leave me alone, Joker. So Epson changes their name 30, like the names of printers and the model numbers, they changed them 30 million times. So it's really hard for us to keep up with all these different numbers, but all Eco tanks are the same. Like they all are the same. They're all going to pretty much use the same ink. So even if you don't see your number on our site, it's for an Eco tank. Just click where it says, because on ours, I just put it where it says all Eco tank printers except 16600, 16650. Although no, they can use it too, but all Eco tank printers can use it. You click on that and it has all of your ink options on there. I mean, you can buy the Formula B. That's just it's really now the only ink we're going to have for a while because, just whole other story. But yeah, the one that under Eco Tank is the one that you're going to get. They're all the same. Let's see. She said, and it's on a flat surface. Oh, she says, in the packaging on a flat surface. Ooh, I'm not sure. Do your ends curl? Because that's what she said. I don't have one. And I've, even with like on my 2720, my paper always bends back. And I've never had an issue with it jamming. I'm wondering if it's just a 15,000 thing. Because there were people that are having issues with other brands. And I'm wondering if that's just a 15,000 thing. Hello, T Sims. Cassandra says, what's your opinion about using diluted? Ooh. So I'm going to see, even though you're not going to, I'm going to answer you, but I just want to see what they say over here because they know me very well. So her question is, what is your opinion about using diluted polyacrylic to sublimate on 100% cotton shirts? What is my opinion, the professor's opinion on using polyacrylic to sublimate on cotton shirts? I'm going to answer you, but I just want to see if they pay attention. So I'm going to come back and answer you after I see if they pay attention. Let's see. Can I use your ink in a Workforce 2850? Can you use our ink? Yes. Our cartridges? No. We don't sell the cartridges for that. I'm not even sure what number that is. I know the printers that our cartridges use because we sell 252s, and that's only for the 76, 77, and 36 series. So can you use the ink? Yes, but you would have to find a vendor that has cartridges that will has a chip that matches the firmware of your printer. She say, hell no. Let's see. Nope. Don't do it. Nope. Nope. Just don't do it. Red flags, red sirens. No. So if you already have the cartridges, yes, you can use the inks work. The inks work in any Epson printer. Any Epson printer. They always tell me, stop saying that about other companies. Just talk about yours. But technically, any ink, they're all the same pretty much. All of them are somewhat the same, but not quite, because I did see some that look like crap. But I don't know if it's the paper or the ink. But ours don't suck. She says, no, not to use it. It's not for sublimation. If it's not made for sublimation, why sublimate it? That's the answer that I was looking for. Oh, hold on. I forgot to go back and look. Let's see. Oh, I thought I commented on that. I have no idea why that's happening. No idea. I mean, if it's not on the paper, you're saying you're wiping it down. I have absolutely no idea why it's happening. Maybe make sure that it's tight. I thought I commented when you posted that in the group, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I just said it to myself. But yes, I have no idea why that's happening. I thought maybe I just answered in my head. But yeah, I have no idea why that's happening, team. Okay, so here's and this will probably be the last one I get to answer because it's 10:51. Or at least until it even tells me, because now he's home. So once he tells me that they're on the phone. So true for me. I'm not going to say if it's not made for sale, why would you submit it? Because you can always submit to glitter HTV. But as far as using polyacrylic on a cotton shirt, that's not made for sublimation. One, you shouldn't be heating that up. That's like first things first. So in order for you to sublimate, you have to press at a really high temp. That's where stuff starts to become toxic, when you're using things that are not meant to be heated like that. And I'm sorry, I'm not looking at y'all because she asked the question over here. So my eyes are going to be focused over here. So y'all can just listen. But so that's the first thing. Like, it's not meant to be heated. And that's where you can get toxic fumes and all of that, because you're not supposed to be heating up that polyacrylic like that and for that period of time. Second thing is, you are putting a foreign substance on something, and it can be an irritant for people's skin. So now you're putting yourself in a position to where, what if they have a bad breakout with this polyacrylic being on there? You don't know if they're allergic to it, if their skin is sensitive. So now you're putting something on there. Now, if you go and you say, I have a polyester shirt, if you are allergic to polyester or your skin is sensitive to polyester, then guess what? Don't buy the shirt. But if you're telling someone it is cotton, because they're like, okay, I need a cotton shirt, then you're giving it to them, but you now have this poly, and maybe it's the poly they have an irritation to. You're now opening yourself up to a lot of issues. Second thing is, you are putting something that can be an accelerant if they were to catch fire. You don't want to do that. So it is so many safety issues. It's just not worth it to go through that. If they want a shirt where they don't feel vinyl, they want polyester. If they're wanting a cotton shirt, they don't want sublimation. I can't help you. It's okay to tell people no. Like, that's the problem. Like, people want to, like, everyone as creatives, we want to just get the sale and want to just figure out a way. No, it's okay to say no. Saying no does not make you a bad business person. It doesn't make you like you don't have great customer service. Being honest is great customer service. No, we don't provide that service. Summation is done with this type of shirt. If this is not the type of shirt that you prefer, our company cannot help you. These are the options that we have for cotton shirts. I don't want that. Then you don't want the services of Elite Prints and Creations or HS Ink Prints, HS Ink Designs, because these are your options. So tell them no. All right. What's the process on my shirt? This is glitter HTV. This is layered glitter HTV. So the silver is one big like offset, one big layer. And then all the other colors are layered right on top, which is why you'll never see a gap in between it because it's not cut out. So where you see the letters at, and for y'all too, where you see the letters in like our ink drip, it's not cut out of the bottom layer. They're right on top. You never know if people have allergies. If you're selling it, you could put yourself in a liability situation. Very much so true. That's why she's my girl, because you know she be on the real. If I'm getting ready to order, do they pour directly into the tank or do I need something else? All of our bottles, even though they are made for the cartridges, all of our bottles are Eco Tank tops. These are great for Eco Tanks, but if like when you need to fill it, it's great because you don't take the top off. This is like a little stopper. So I just put it in there. See, I'm able to tilt it. It's not going to come out. And I'm able to fill my syringe even for my cartridges. So I love how innovative my tops are. I was like one of the ones like that really thought about that, me and Shannon too. I'm like, why would I want to get a bottle that just is a regular nozzle when it's the same exact ink? Be not fooled. The ink that's in Eco Tank bottles is the exact same ink that's in the bottles with the regular tops. Same exact ink. It's just the convenience of the nozzle. So for me, smart business person, why would I want to figure out, do I need regular tops, Eco bottle tops, da-da-da-da-da? Did nobody have time for that? We were one of the first ones. Actually, no, not one of. We were the first ones. Well, no, I think Shannon may have had 140. I'm not sure if she always had 140. But I found out about hers afterwards. But I thought about this but even before I saw hers, 140 milliliter bottles, because the Epson F570s are 140s. So I was like, why not give you more bang for your buck? So I wanted the bigger bottles. We were one of the, and I think me and Shannon are probably the only ones that sell the big bottles. Get more bang for your buck. And it's the exact same ink. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do different bottles. So from jump, we've always had 140 milliliter bottles, and it's the exact same ink. Later, Jesse. Oh, hey, just say. Hey, just saying. Your products are amazing. Thank you so very much for that. All right, let's see. Oh, I can finally see underneath my desk, Jesus. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I can see under my desk. And if you guys would like to order any of our amazing products, our website is in the description. Like the link is there for our link tree. If you're on TikTok, there is also a code, like a one-time, because I left that one on there. Even though our prices are the best you're going to find anywhere, there is a code on TikTok. If you are new to following on TikTok, use that code. Or, hey, if you're over here, go follow me on TikTok so you can get that code. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, but hsink365.com. So just how you see it here, HS Ink. So it's ink, not INC, it's INK 365, because with our sublimation paper, you can sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. So our branded numbers, and that's what I'm saying when it comes to branding, you have to brand. And so our branded letters and numbers is 365 and the number 30, because you can sublimate in 30 seconds, not 60 seconds. Like it's been said for years and years and years. We are that change your mindset, change the game. Summation paper. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my phone went into, it was telling me it had to update at one something. But we are that change. We are that brand that changed the game and made you think about sublimation in a totally different way. So for the past year and a half, I've been letting you know that you don't have to sublimate at 400 degrees. When you have the right instructions, you have the right products, you can save yourself time, money, sweat, because you're not sweating underneath your heat press. Unless you're, just doing a lot of work and you're just straight up under that heat. But I leave mine on and sometimes I forget that it's on. But we are that change the game. Sublimation paper. He said, knock, knock, true story. But yeah, we are the change the game because, and once I got my brand is when I changed the game, because I was one where I kind of went off of what other people were saying for the Epsons. Now, I knew that you can go a little bit lower because tacky, when I used to buy them prints for Sublimating to glitter for cheer bowls, I knew that you can go at a lower temperature because it's the big industrial paper from like the big printers. He used to tell me like 45 seconds, but it was still 390. He used to say 390, 395. But when I realized it can even go lower, so you're saving on your energy bill because you don't have to heat your heat press up to 400 and be letting it sit there. 365, that's a lot less voltage and stuff that's going through, a lot less energy that you have to use to heat it up, and you're able to get it done faster. So you can pump out more to profit more. And then you don't have to use butcher paper or parchment paper or anything like that for the top for most applications. So most time you're saving on it. I see people use 3 different pieces of butcher paper for one shirt. No, ma'am, no ham. I don't put butcher paper underneath it. I don't put it in between it. I don't put it on top. I only use butcher paper to knock out the line of demarcation. So I'm using one for 2 shirts because what I do is I flip it over because I have another sheet. You have to watch my videos on that. I have this little trick that I do, and then I flip it over, and then I'm able to press it again. Ta-da! So I say our brand, our teachings, our everything. It puts more money in your pockets. I just sublimated my first shirt and the colors were really light and didn't pop. Is it because of my print settings? I have a Workforce 7210. Let's see. What settings are you using? How much pressure are you applying? Are you using Honestly Speaking sublimation paper? Okay. Yep, there we go. What paper are you using? What percentage of polyester is your shirt? What ink are, well, look, if it's other, say other. Don't mention other people ink or paper on my feed, please. So just say other. But definitely what type of shirt, what type of polyester percentage is your shirt? And yes, what heat press are you using? And this will probably be the last one because I'm being summoned. If it ain't this, that's gonna be your first problem. If it ain't this, because to be honest, I have a shirt. If you haven't watched my video, I have a shirt that I pressed on accident. Let's see who watches. When I made my mistake, what temperature did I press my shirt at? And it worked. way lower than anything that people think is possible. So it definitely, if it's light, it has to be some other factors. I doubt it's your paper. Okay, there they go. But hurry up, y'all. You answer, and here we go here. What temperature did I submit a polyester shirt? All right, I gotta go. She said, them others will do you dirty. Yes, 325 degrees. I don't know where the shirt is right now, but I submitted a shirt, 325 degrees. And them colors were still popping. Popping. Yep. Oh, look at y'all over here on TikTok. Yes, 325. 285. Ooh, girl, don't try me. I sure enough tested. But 325, yes. And actually, my glow in the dark, I do it at 312. On my glow in the dark vinyl, 312 degrees. And put some respect on my name. Hey. All right, no, I gotta go. Because you're on the phone now. So I gotta go. I love y'all. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. But for Jessica, for yours, if it's not popping, you either don't have a high polyester count, you don't have even pressure, or you didn't press it long enough. If you are using premium matte, you may have to press it longer for that ink to release, but you use our settings, which is always on our paper, plain paper, or check out the video in the description or in the link that's in the description. You'll get our settings, and you shouldn't have an issue with it. You shouldn't have an issue with being light if it's a high polyester count. But if it's a low polyester count, yeah, it's going to be a little light, a little dull, because it doesn't stick to it. All right. I got to go, y'all. Love ya. Mean it. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.